everyone. I am 4 days post-op. I haven't taken any pain meds today. I'm completely off the Norco. I feel okay. Um, I've, the pain has been pretty minimal. It really hasn't been that bad at all. It's mostly uncomfortable pain. I mostly have soreness underneath right in here. And um, it kind of feels like, because there's tape on my incision, so it feels a lot like if there was tape put on an area like of your arm that might have hair and it's like, trying to pull the tape off. That's what it feels like. So that's what I'm feeling right now under here. I did take my first shower day 2 post-op. It was very uncomfortable. My husband had to help me take a shower, and I couldn't bend down to get my legs or anything like that, so he had to help me with that. Getting water. So what I did was I soaked up the washcloth and I just squeezed it over my chest, and and it getting I still have the tape on there, so I was able to remove the gauze, but I still have the tape, and feeling that soapy feeling go, touch the incision, it stung a little bit. So it was oh my god, it's been pretty uncomfortable when it comes to that. So yeah, but other than that, everything is going well. I had a chance to take a look at them and they look great. I'm very happy with what my surgeon did. They're symmetrical. Um, and of course, they're swollen. Like, I'm extremely swollen, and I'm wearing a compression bra. So, right now, you don't really see the full effect of what it is, because everything is pressed down to try to lower the swelling. So when all is said and done, I think I'll be either a 34C or a full B. I did tell my doctor that I wanted to be a C, but closer to a B rather than a D. So he said, okay, so if necessary, he's like, if I had to make a choice whether to go smaller or larger, you want to go smaller. And I said, yes, I don't want to see a D cup. Because that's what I was before getting pregnant. And even when I was a D cup, I felt like they were a little bit too big. I have a smaller frame, and so I think a B or a C fits me better. But we'll see. I probably won't settle into my actual size for about 6 months to a year. So yeah, but I am excited to see how they end up. One thing that I know is that there's a fear of your nipples not having feeling. My mom had a breast reduction, and she did the free nipple graft, which means they take your nipple off completely and relocate your nipple. These days they don't do the free nipple graft as much. I think mostly they do it for people who have a really big reduction, which my mom did have a really big reduction, but she also got hers done years ago. For me, they didn't remove the nipple at all. They did an incision around the nipple, so they made the areola smaller, and then they moved it up into the place that they wanted to have it at. So my breasts they're symmetrical, which I'm happy about, because aesthetics, I'm a designer. Aesthetics is just important to me. Like, aesthetics is so important. So I'm pleased with, how they look. The only thing is my nipples, while I'm glad they work, they have been hard ever since I came home, pretty much. Ever since I looked at them, to see, what they looked like. I still don't know. I have tape around them, so I don't know what my areola looks like. So I'm interested to see what that looks like. But however, my nipples have not gone down, and they're a little sensitive. And I know that's one of the side effects, that your nipples can be extra sensitive. So I'm just hoping, as the swelling goes down, then that sensitivity will go down as well. I'm hoping that it doesn't last forever. I don't think it will. I think eventually it will go down, but I'm glad that they are working. But yes, everything looks good. I feel like I look more like how I looked when I was 20 years old, in my early 20s. I feel good. I don't feel tired. I did have an issue yesterday and the day before where they gave me a numbing patch. They put it behind my ear before they put me under anesthesia, just because I do get motion sickness. And I guess I should have asked them what the side effects of that would be, because the only thing the nurse told me is when I take it off, make sure I wash my hands thoroughly, which I did. However, that night that I took it off day 2, like the evening of day 2 post-op. And then later on, I'd say maybe a few hours later, I had this excruciating, just the most horrible headache that I've ever had in my life. And I get migraines, and this was worse than a migraine. Like, it felt like the worst migraine ever. Like, it hurt when I opened my eyes, and it was just horrible. And it lasted from, I would say, maybe like 6 p.m. that evening to the next day around noon. I reached out to my doctor and asked if I can take ibuprofen, because I like ibuprofen better than Tylenol. I don't think Tylenol works well for me. So I asked if I can take it, and he assured me that I can, because I was 48 hours post-op. So I took the ibuprofen, and the headache started to settle. So I think that really helped with the headache going away. But boy, that was some horrible pain. I don't think I'll ever use that patch again. But I'm just glad the headache is gone. I feel okay. I've been walking around the house a lot, just trying to do things. Of course, I'm still sore. So I don't do much. I haven't been like raising my hands or lifting things. I've been asking my husband to get things. I've been asking my 8-year-old son to get things for me. My sister is here right now because my husband and my oldest son are at an appointment. So she's here watching my 6-year-old son. And, I've had to ask her to, reach up and get the honey out of the cabinet, and reach up and get the rosehip tea for me, and things like that. And I'm glad that I have a great support system to really help me. But I'm feeling pretty good. I have my 1-week post-op appointment on Thursday. It's Tuesday, and I'm looking forward to it. When I go to my 1 week post-op appointment, he is going to take the tape off. So I'll get to see what the scars look like. I'll get to see, what my areolas look like. And I'll get to, have a conversation with him about how much he took out and what size he thinks I will be after everything settles. So far, so good. I'm doing well. I can't believe I actually went through with it. I'm glad I did, because the relief on my back was immediate. So like, I'm no longer feeling that dull ache in my upper back, neck, and shoulders. And it just feels like a relief, like even with wearing a bra. So I'm wearing a compression bra. I'm not going to take it off, but I'm wearing a compression bra. And you can see I am pretty swollen. So, but I believe it's doing its job. And I can't wait to see what my final results are. All right, thanks for watching.